With all of the media circulating around Instagram and the latest post trends and different content that is circulating around Instagram, it can be very intimidating for businesses to feel that they can grow their platforms and grow their products and services and everything they have to offer. So I'm here to tell you today that this anxiety is normal. At the end of the day, social media is such a unique experience that sometimes it can be very overwhelming and intimidating. But today, I'm going to talk about some tips and tricks to really help you overcome that Instagram anxiety that so many people have and haven't really talked about it. At the end of the day, Instagram is a huge platform and there's a lot of standards that come with it as well. Essentially, that tends to brush people away from utilizing Instagram as their main social media platform. But I do want to say that I don't want to discourage you from using Instagram because it's a great tool. So that is why I'm here today to share some tips and tricks on how to overcome those anxieties. So if you're new here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can keep updated on all of our tips and tricks and marketing tactics. And of course, make sure to check out our website, our Instagram, our TikTok, so that you can be informed with new things that we're coming out with and everything like that. So, of course, before we really dive into the tips and tricks of overcoming some Instagram anxiety, I do want to talk about the fears that individuals tend to have and why Instagram can be a little bit scary. Fear number one is we lived in an era at a time that people weighed a lot of value on Instagram likes and how their Instagram content was doing. So essentially that fear has spread onto many people, and some people don't even really want to post because they feel discouraged that they're not getting that number, that ideal number that they feel will, value and really measure their success. But at the end of the day, it is a rational fear and it is something that does discourage people and cause anxiety when it comes to Instagram. And the second thing is fear of judgment. Instagram is one of those things that many people have, content that seems to be perfect and seems to be exactly calculated. And again, it's a rational fear, but that's why I'm here to tell you today that I want you to keep using Instagram as a platform to grow your business, product, or service, and to not let the judgment of Instagram really hold you back from having that business blossom into something beautiful. So let's get into some of the tips and tricks on how to overcome that Instagram anxiety that we've been talking about. So the first tip is to not spend a lot of time on social media. I know this sounds counteractive on what we've been talking about, but at the end of the day, the more time that you're spending on social media is opening that door up to feeling those feelings of judgment and comparison and all of that. And at the end of the day, it's easier said than done, but we should not be comparing ourselves to other people. But on Instagram, it's hard not to do that, especially if that's a lot of people have been saying that, especially when they're trying to grow their audience and their business, especially if you're a business and you're comparing your business to another business and their success, it can become discouraging. But again, have your posts scheduled, just get on there when you need to post and interact with your clients and your clientele. Just use your audience and your audience's passion for your product as a gateway so that you can use Instagram and you can have that platform to interact with them. So of course, try not to forget about the people that really do care about your brand, because those people are what keeping it alive. The second thing is to not overshare. If you do feel that you're more open for judgment, definitely oversharing is not the way to go. especially if you have a business page, you do want to keep that, work and life, balance separate. But of course, you do want to be authentic to your audience, which you can still do so without sharing all your deepest, darkest secrets. And maybe if you're going through a divorce or, something very life-changing, and maybe not putting that all on your business account right away is definitely good, because it does give that divide between your personal life and your work life, which is crucial as a business owner. So the third thing is sharing content that you truly love, and not content that you think people would like because of the engagement and the likes and the comments and all that. At the end of the day, you want your business to grow. You want to get likes, you want to get comments, because at the end of the day, that is gonna be what skyrockets your sales. But overall, I don't want you to take it personal, and I don't want you to use likes as a motivator for everything. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're being authentic to your brand and that you're listening to your audience so that you're able to connect with them on a deeper level. If you're being a human robot and just posting what you think people want to see and what you think your audience will like, you're not being genuine to yourself, and you're doing a disservice to your brand, product, or service. At the end of the day, posting content that you truly love and content that you're proud of is what's going to keep that longevity running forever, and your audience being engaged is what's important. So number 4 is to be transparent with your audience. If you do feel that you need some sort of social media hiatus and you want to come back maybe later on, that's totally okay. Just make sure that you are communicating with your audience and let them know. We always say no to uploading sporadically and all that stuff, but we understand that we are human, we do get down, we do have, life decisions that come up and obstacles that we face, and, we want to be able to be open without oversharing, of course, but just being transparent with your audience is what's going to help them not only build that relationship, but it's going to help them connect, because you never know if you're sharing what you're going through, maybe even just a snippet, again, with the transparency, maybe there's someone in your audience that's going through that same thing, and then they feel that they can connect with you, and they feel that they can go to your page and be able to feel that they can relate to the business owner and relate to the brand. So essentially, being transparent isn't the worst thing that you can do, and essentially can really help you overcome that fear of Instagram, because it's just, bringing into that routine and all of that, and just showing that it is just a social media platform, and at the end of the day, there is life outside of social media and there is reality. So just showing that will really help you overcome your Instagram anxiety and think of social media as a different bracket in your life, and maybe not as something that really overarchingly defines it, of course. So the last thing for overcoming Instagram anxiety is to self-promote. I know that can be really hard for some people, but really promoting your brand and really putting yourself out there can really help you not only overcome your Instagram anxiety, but grow your brand as well. I know that Instagram anxiety is very, very prominent, and it's hard to really put yourself out there, but really expanding your audience, maybe even collaborating with other brands or businesses, can really help you see that you do have a place on Instagram, and that your business does have a place on Instagram, and many people want to be involved with it, and many individuals want to see your product flourish. So at the end of the day, it's hard, but really just pushing yourself out there, pushing your product out there, whether it's through the reels, the stories, the Instagram TV, the post, maybe even DMing some clients that have had great reviews on your product. Stuff like that will really just help you realize that there are people on the platform that care about what you want to say, and there are people that really care about the kind of content that you're trying to create. So let that be used as a fuel, and let that show you that you shouldn't give up, because there are people out there that are absorbing your content and genuinely look forward to it, because they're sending it to their families, their friends, their cousins, their coworkers, because they genuinely enjoy your stuff. Well, either way, I know that we talked a lot about the fears and our tips and tricks, but I really hope that you genuinely take these tricks into account. I know that Instagram anxiety is a real thing and many people struggle with it, but I do hope that these tips and tricks really put you at ease when it comes to your next post, your next Instagram story, your next reel, and all of that. I know it can be really scary, and I know sometimes even getting in front of the camera can be scary, but I want to tell you that in the long run, it will benefit your business, it'll benefit your product, it'll benefit you, because you'll be able to overcome that anxiety and really just practice can really help ease all of that worry. And I know I very much understand this is not something that can be changed overnight, as it's something that we've all dealt with and we've all really had to go through. But I really hope that anything that was said today can really just help you, so that you can be able to get on the platform and post whatever you feel comfortable with, and content that really truly makes you happy. So of course, make sure to keep watching all of our videos, and please just check out all of our social media networks and channels, including our TikTok, Instagram, website, and many more. And I hope to see that you're watching our next video, and I hope that you really enjoy our content. But definitely leave some comments down below if you have any suggestions for videos, or if there's anything that you want to see in the upcoming weeks. Thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing day.